And finally, we get to the last track. Suicide, Silence.
Help me on my way, kingdom come, I cannot stay. Help me where you can, till the boy becomes a man. Suicide silence.
I heard some of this song a while back when they were making, before they even started on this album. I heard this. I was like, wow.
Suicide silence. Suicide silence. Suicide silence. Suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence. Suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence, suicide silence.
Wow. Oh. Wow. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful piece of work. This whole EP is a masterpiece. It's a masterpiece. Hauntingly beautiful masterpiece. It's 10 times better than The Water. I'm just gonna go ahead and flat out say it. It's 10 times better than The Water. It is way better than The Water. I will listen to this one more than I did The Water. And I fucking love The Water. I love The Water. I love the songs on The Water. I covered 2 of them. One with my buddy and one by myself. And I have a new one coming that's a single that did not get released on an album, which is The Balance. It's coming one of these days. But yeah, man, I got the baby coming, and I can't devote as much time as I can as I have been to these videos when the baby gets here, obviously. I just gotta say, man, this album is great. It is a fantastical masterpiece. It really is. I am proud to be a true fan of this group, of this duo, of this project, and I'm very, very thankful that they support me on my projects as well. Not only do I support them on theirs, they support me on mine, which speaks fucking volumes. And I'm really surprised that Crane agreed to do a feature with me on my new album, or on my new bonus album or whatever. And obviously I can't tell you what it is, but yeah, it's gonna be amazing. That's all I know. It's gonna be fucking amazing. We're gonna work together on it once we find time and do it. But man, this album is just amazing. Hell, Pale Dawn and Apache they're amazing songs. Each song on this album is a fucking amazing song. Let's read the final tale. The final tale on our album of life and death stories from far out west Texas. Mr. Morris was a large, stoic man. He was successful in business, raised 2 daughters in adulthood, and had recently become a grandfather when he was diagnosed with aggressive Parkinson's disease. After struggling through physical therapy sessions, he came home and sat down with his wife. She made him his favorite drink, which was an old-fashioned. He drank it slowly and quietly. He then said to her, "I feel infantile. I don't want to disintegrate into nothing. I love you. I'm going to bed." She heard the gunshot and knew, as probably anyone would, what had happened. He owed no one anything. He went out on his own terms and didn't want to be left to wither in front of his family. Rest in peace, sir. You have accomplished more than most men could in 3 lifetimes. Rest in peace, Mr. Morse. That was beautiful. This album's awesome, dude. Let's bring up the vibe. We have explored the 7 souls. Let's bring up the vibe. Poss's 3 favorites. Poss picks. My 3 favorites on this album. Number 1 is definitely Hell. Number 2 is Pale Dawn. And number 3 is Apache. I loved all 3 of these songs. They're fucking great songs. Don't get me wrong. I love Suicide Silence and Cowboy and My Love and Cold Dead. They're great songs. But at the same time, yeah, those 3, you can't beat those 3. They are amazing. I loved how many surprises were in Hell. I loved the ambience of Pale Dawn. And I love the story. And I love how the progression just made itself known in Apache. It's beautiful, beautiful tracks. Loved all 3. I loved every track on this album. With that being said, let's get to our influences. Number 1 is Deftones. Deftones is still an influence. I hear it. I hear the Deftones sound still. Number 2 is Depeche Mode. Definitely hear Depeche Mode in those keyboards and the synths. Definitely hear it. Number 3 is Tool. I hear Tool in some of his vocals, or Tool / APC, I guess you could say, in some of his vocals. Number 4, I'm just gonna go ahead and flat out say it. I think Gemini Syndrome was a inspiration to his vocals, because he sounds just like the guy. He sounds just like Gemini Syndrome lead vocalist. It really does. And I've told Crane this. I was like, dude, you sound like Gemini Syndrome, like the lead vocalist of Gemini Syndrome. And number 5 is 9 Inch Nails. The ambience that the piano creates and the synths create, it just speaks volumes. It's 9 Inch Nails. I am a huge 9 Inch Nails fan, so hearing that, I love this album. It's such a great fucking masterpiece. It really is. It is probably one of the best EPs / albums that I've reviewed this year. And I've reviewed a lot of good ones so far. Genre: experimental, progressive, alternative, gent, and ambient core would probably be my genres. We're just gonna get to the rating. The rating for Stoneside, The Desert, EP number 2. I'm hoping there's going to be a 3 and a 4, and I will donate if you guys want me to, again, to help you make and progress even farther. Crane, this is an honor. This is a offer to you. I would love for you to come over to Patreon and check out some of the stuff that I do over there. That would be pretty fucking cool if you came over, but I understand if you don't have the funds to do so. But yeah, man, I fucking love this album. It's great. My rating is a motherfucking 10 out of 10 rating on The Desert. It's beautiful. It's every single song is amazing. It is fucking amazing. It blew me away. It blew me away. Like, The Water blew me away, and this blew me away. Both of them are 10 out of 10 albums / EPs. They are so good. Seriously, I can't wait to see what you guys do next. I really can't. I know you have covers on your Patreon, which I can't put out in the public, but at the same time, I've been listening to them, and you guys are super, super talented. And Crane, I look really, really forward to working with you on the track whenever we find our time, whenever I get time away from my son, and whenever you get time away from your work and from your son as well. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful track, man, or beautiful album. Seriously, I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next album review. The next album review, since I surprised you guys with this one, because no one was expecting me to get to this one, is going to be Atlas, Your Lie, and we'll see you there. Peace!